Hello guys and welcome back to some more World of Tanks. Today I'm bringing you quite a few replays. First one is in the long bomb. I went over this particular tank in the last video where we've basically got a derp gun in on this thing. It's well armoured but it's incredibly slow. Its armour doesn't mean anything, bottom tier. So yeah, it's not a particularly good tank, but top tier. It can be in the right situation. It can be devastating, as you can see from that particular shot. Basically wiped out 3/4 of his health in one shot. We do have only 2 rounds in this particular tank at this point. We've got the heat and we've got the HE. Obviously, when we're top tier, I'm going to be loading a fair amount of that HE and just praying I get some pens to get us a good amount of damage. As you can see, getting this one out of the way because it can be a bit of a boring tank because it goes so slow. Obviously you can have games where you've got no chance because by the time you get into the battle your team's dead and you're just going to get surrounded and annihilated. And obviously, like I said, its armor is good up until a point. Obviously if you're facing the same tier and they actually know what they're doing and they've got some premium rounds, they can go through your armor no problem. And obviously tier 6s and tier 7s can pretty much make short work of it. Luckily, again, obviously because of this replay is pretty decent, we are not going to be encountering tier 6s and 7s. Yeah, again, just kind of like not willing to push any further, to be honest. Like I said, we've got no armor and we've got no speed, so we can't take too many risks by getting ourselves caught out in the open. Side armor is going to get penned. Hoping this guy pulls back, and we're hoping the enemy basically pushes this guy. And we are getting targeted occasionally, so some of them do know that we're here and they are watching and there we go. He's unfortunately we meet a tank that we're going to struggle to actually pen with HE, so we put in the hair heat. He's just sitting there and we put a massive 370 shell into him, and then he finally realizes, oh, actually I'm getting penned by enemy tanks. Now unfortunately our ally in front gets taken out, but that does mean the enemy's going to start putting themselves in our gun sights, so we will be able to get some damage now. I'm waiting for someone to push. Someone has got to take the initiative here and just kind of flip in between those two there. Someone has spotted us, and there we go. And one hit and that guy is taken out. It does damage a gun, and we definitely do not want that because we wouldn't be hitting absolutely nothing. So we've kept the heat in, and he's giving us a bit of an angle for us to make it a bit more easier for us to pen. This guy's just sitting there. Luckily that shot goes high. And he does pen us with H. Well, it doesn't pen us. He uses HE to splash us there. And there you go. Game is pretty much over. He's pushing, and unfortunately we use heat and it gets absorbed by the tracks. So yeah, and he's pushing this guy, just ignoring me for some reason. I slam the shot in, try to get a shot in before he gets away, but unfortunately that isn't going to happen. And again, we don't pen the heat round. Stupid. We actually do get that shot in. There's only one enemy tank left, and we've actually won this quite nicely. We've got 2 people on the cap. We don't want them to cap us out. It is a pennable tank, so we're going for the HE rounds. And there he is. He's super slow, and we hit him right in the pennable area, and we get about 2,500. Well, just pure damage there. There's no assisted there at all, and we do get the 5 kills, which is very nice. And for a tier 5, 2,500 is pretty damn good. Top of the team, get over 1,000 more damage than our second highest in our team. So yeah, nice start to the replay. Anyway, so let's get into the next match. Right, the next one is in the Lehman Russ, a Warhammer 40,000 tank. Some people do not like the way this looks, but I actually do because I'm a big Warhammer 40,000 fan. Now this, there is the Rogel Dawn and this one, the Lehman Russ. Lehman Russ is a bit more of your main battle tank. Is a little bit faster. Its armor is actually quite a bit better than the Rogel Dawn. But it's only got the main gun, where the Rogel Dawn has the auto-loading auto cannon as well as its main gun. In general, probably prefer the Rogel Dawn just because it's got that extra damage output ability. But I still love this tank. It's still good, you know. Like I said, its armor, as usual, armor only works as long as the enemy doesn't know where to hit you, and as long as they don't load premium. So that is always the issue with a tank like this, where it kind of relies on its armor. Like I said, the gun is pretty damn good. It hits pretty hard. We haven't got... we load a lot of premium in this tank, because we want to get damage output, right? It's got quite a long reload. As you can see, a little bit of lag going on. We've still got lag issues there. And there you go. Penned that guy. That was quite a lucky shot. That was a bit of a weird angle. It's difficult. I was basically difficult to know where. And he just pushes. I mean, not sure what he was thinking there. Just put himself out into the firing range there. And we do put another lovely shot, side shot into that guy. It just gives us his sides, or we'll take it. So we got over 1,300 damage right now, and the teams are pretty equal, but they won't stay equal for too long, unfortunately. Now this guy's kind of in a very similar situation. He's in a super heavy tank, where if he doesn't, and then yeah, we're in a bit of an issue now. We're totally outnumbered. We do have a TD that could possibly back us up here, and that's kind of what I'm relying on. But I'm not willing to push any further because I'm just going to get hit from two different sides. Just seeing if I can get a shot. Unfortunately, it is basically the premium version of the Chieftain. So we are basically just going to wait for him to push, because in that position where he is right now, there's not much we can do against him. He might, if we pushed him, he might struggle to find a area to pen us. But the chances are he's going to put at least one or two shots into us before we can even get a chance to hit him. And then obviously we're going to be down on hit points, so we don't really want that. So we're just kind of waiting for him to turn to either his attention on to somewhere else or push us. Now it looks kind of like the push on this hill is, don't know, not turned into anything. Which is kind of weird, because they won this area. Well, I don't know why they haven't pushed this area, because they could push and get behind us, but now they're all on this flank by the looks of things. So we're going to turn our attentions to this flank. They've kind of seen that if they don't push then and win, they're going to lose this game because we've got map control. But our team is spread pretty thinly. Now there he is, that guy we were having problems with. He's only on 30 health. He's pushing now, try to get a pen. I kind of want to push it, track him in place. Unfortunately, he does repair. Chieftain does get taken out. So we can find a good shot. I should have probably just taken a shot there. We do manage to put a lovely side shot into him. Good things come to those who wait, and this has been the case here. And taking him out. Unfortunately, don't really want to get hit by that guy. He's just kind of sat there now. He is now watching us, but we bounce the shot. And there's just one enemy tank left. And someone is signifying he's going towards the base to take out the artillery, which is probably a good shout. As you can see, we've got about 4,000 combined. Not particularly amazing game, but we have blocked exactly 2,500, which is very nice. Yeah, and we managed to pull a win out of this, which is pretty nice, considering it looked like it could turn into a rout just a second ago. But they did start pushing, and then they were a little bit hesitant to fully commit, and I think that kind of lost them the game there. This guy is just fully going towards the artillery no matter what, apparently. So we do manage to get just under 400, 4,500 combined. We came third. It wasn't an amazing game, but I just do like the tank, and obviously we're at the moment trying to train up some crews, and we're trying to train up the crews that we actually love the look of, and obviously that is another Warhammer 40,000 character from the Adeptus Sororitas. Now we are going for, we had a tier 5, we've had a tier 10, now we're back down to the lower tiers in the Absolution at tier 6. Yeah, if I'm having a bad streak, it's always a good shout to come out in this thing. It's still just so good. Unfortunately, we did fluff that shot and hit the back of someone. We damage his engine. Very devastating for a light tank to have his engine damaged. Unfortunately, there is 2 artillery in the game. Yeah, we rushed that shot, unfortunately, which is a shame because we could have had another damaging shot there. That's kind of 2 shots that we kind of missed that we could have easily got a bit of damage there. Yeah, this light tank, we really want to take out the light tanks if possible at the beginning of the game. They're taking some heavy risks, damage his engine. Yeah, he's taken out again. So basically, pretty much all the light tanks have been taken care of at the beginning of the game. Artillery is now targeting us, but that's not much of an issue now because they've not got any view range on us now. We're going to try to stop the artillery from hitting us, and we're just going to pull back into the same position. Yeah, basically the enemy team is completely gone now. Without their vision, they're going to struggle. Just hitting this guy for what he's worth. Don't know what that guy's doing. Putting some lovely shots into the guy. Unfortunately, they have taken the hill pretty quickly. But that guy shows himself with blind fire him. Unfortunately, he does get out of dodge. And we just basically want vision on this hill right now. And they just sit there and get spotted, and we're just pumping the shots in. One of the easiest games I've had to play for a while. Unfortunately, that got blocked by his gun, and then he stops. Pull back because he might take a blind fire there, and he does. And it's actually only 8-8, so we could lose this game. I don't think so. Unless our team is completely redundant, we should be able to win this. Now, at this point, I'm thinking, right, they have pushed the hill. They've taken the hill. They're going to go for the artillery. Our artillery's just kind of sat at the back in the same position. If I was him, I would be moving over to the A1 area. But, you know, each to their own, I guess. Someone's still sat on that hill. Of course, artillery hits us. Really just want that artillery taken care of. So we're going to get out of the view range of the hill because they've taken it. This guy is just going to push. He's got my rear and he thinks that's it. And we fluff that shot, reload premium, making sure every shot counts at this point. Trying to track him as well. And he's just like, okay, I'll put it. There we go. And of course, artillery hits us again. Very annoying. See that one of the enemy has been spotted that was coming down the hill. Unfortunately, obviously, I would love to be able to take the artillery out for harassing me. But, yeah, just more opportunities here for extra damage. Just two guys over this way. As you can see, we've got just over 3,000 combined damage in a tier 6, which is very nice. Just kind of waiting for this guy to push up this hill. And there he is. Thank you very much. I'll put him down to a one shot. Kind of just want to finish him off, but we know there's another guy on our right hand side. And he's actually behind us on the railway track by the looks of things. We know there's at least one other tank here. And I'm guessing he's either this side or sitting on the hill this side. Just kind of waiting for this guy to push. I'm willing to take the hit to finish this guy off. This guy is pushing. He's dead. Right, all we have to do is one more shot into this guy and he's gone. And he does put a shot into us, but it's nothing. He could possibly die here, but I'm willing to take that risk. We are spotted. But for some reason, I'm not being targeted. So we're going to push the hill and just hope that our reload, penetration, and armor will win out against this guy, because we're probably going to get taken out in 2 hits if he rolls high. So, but we just want that extra damage. We've got 4 kills here and almost 3,500 combined. So we're on to a good game. Obviously, probably not a mastery, because this thing is so good that the mastery is going to be pretty high. Now, where on earth is he? I was like, okay. I thought he was going to be on the hill, but he's not. So he's maybe in the one line, maybe? Or he's in this dip. He's not actually in the dip by the looks of things either. Really confused at this point where this guy could be. Because I'm pretty sure one of our tanks went up the 1-2 line. Someone is capping. Kind of annoying when you've only just got the one enemy tank left. Someone is saying the A0 line, and I'm just thinking, well, but why would they be up there? So kind of waiting for this guy to get spotted by this guy medium. While I push back towards our base. Unfortunately, there's only 7 seconds left, so really annoying that we capped out when we really did not need to cap out. Yeah, could have had another kill there, guys, and a bit more damage. Hoping to hit over the 3,000 mark would have been nice, but yeah, just don't know why people cap like that. It's got plenty of time left. Right, next game is a short one. And yeah, spoiler, we lose this one. But we are in the Teeth Breaker. We are going to go up to the lighthouse. If you're a light tank, this is probably the best position in the game. Other than maybe working around the hill on F3, E3 kind of area. Obviously, it's risky. Obviously, taking this position because you can get hit from behind, that kind of thing, and obviously pushed by enemy light tanks. But we make it, and we spot 4 guys in return. Our team is doing the usual. We want to lose the game by just sitting at the 1-2 line, just pointless, and just basically saying we want to lose this game. But we're going to try our best to pull a win out of the bag, and obviously at least making a good account of ourselves by coming up to the lighthouse, spotting people up. Obviously, the big problem with this kind of push here is obviously if our guys are not fighting the middle of the map here, then the enemy can just have free reign and push and kill you at the beginning of the game. But for some reason they don't do that, which is nice and lets us have a chance of, like I said, making some account of ourselves in this pitiful game. We're already down by 2 tanks. Not sure what my team is doing in the slightest. Like I said, this guy is going. He's a tier 8, so we can maybe make a good count ourselves here. And we do put a few shots into him before he turns his attention to us. As you can see, combined, we've just got over 1,000 damage. Not exactly amazing, but all things considered, it's not bad, is it? Now, I'm thinking this light tank's probably coming up to kill us. I'm hoping not. And somehow they've won the F1 and 2 area, even though all of our team has gone over that kind of direction. Just our heavy tanks just sat out in the open, exposed to our flank here. Now these guys are just totally consumed because obviously majority of the enemy team is right there, and we managed to put the Barask out, which is lovely. So just over 2,000 combined. Obviously this gun is a pea shooter, so you really need to be making this gun work all the time if you want a decent damage output game. Again, it's just sat there with his rear, not paying attention to us. Hopefully going to get away without him hitting us, but we get hit by something else, and something else again shoots at us. And yeah, we've got about 4,000 combined right now. Considering our team is just absolutely wasted right now. Go for a reload. So yeah, well over 4,000 combined. And our team absolutely wasted. Just pushing some extra damage out before the end of the game. There's only 3 tanks left on our side. Can we get another reload in? Can we get another clip out before the end of the game is the question. Don't unfortunately get a kill there. Unfortunately, again, don't get a kill there. Pumping out the rounds, as you can see, just under 5,000 combined. But yeah, and this basically guy's fully loaded, so yeah. End of the game there. Yeah, terrible, terrible team. And we got just absolutely annihilated. But you know, those kind of games happen all the time. Now, our last game, we're going back to the lower tiers. We are in the Locust, which is a special premium tier 3 tank. It's not one of those ones you get free every Christmas. This is, I think, for playing the beta. I'm pretty sure this is the tank you get when you played the beta, and it's a pretty decent tank. As you can see, we're gonna have a good game in it. But it's so fast firing. These guys are just sat there, letting us premium it into the oblivion. Trying to get these pen shots now. At this range, we are struggling to pen. But we are getting some tracking assisted for that, so fine. And we are actually going to struggle here, guys, near the end of the game. I was just obviously firing because there were targets in front of me. Little did I realise that we were actually getting low on ammunition here. We've still got 25 shots left, but literally just emptied more than that in the first minute and a half of the game. Unfortunately, we do get spotted there, so we duck out of shot. We actually getting us some spotted assisted here. As you can see, about 1,000 combined here. Now this guy's looking at me. I'm expecting to get annihilated by this guy. And he is coming for me for some reason. And he gets killed. Unfortunately, we did waste that last shot because he got killed before my shell went into him. As you can see, we've only got 14 shells left. Artillery is looking in my general direction. Our team is losing. We keep firing on the move because, again, I haven't quite realised how bad my ammunition is at the moment. And we're down to 8 shells here, guys. And the artillery is spotted, so we're going to poke up around here. Now, the thing is, yeah, again, rush that shot because we got spotted by something. And we've only got 4 shots left, and we take a hit as well. And again, rush that shot. We are actually still losing this game. And we're down to 2 shots. Now, this is one of those videos where I go, look, yeah, okay. We are down to 0 shells, but we can still help the team. Now, a lot of people at the end of, if they run out of shells, they just kind of like kill themselves or whatever. But you can still help your team. Spotting up, being a distraction, is just going to help your team quite a bit, especially in some situations. And that's kind of what we got to do here. As you can see, we've got a fair amount of damage and assisted already, considering this is a tier 3. But we're going to keep pushing. We're going to keep distracting the enemy. If we can get them to fire at us rather than our team, more's the pity, right? Because basically, if they're trying to shoot us and not our team can actually do some damage, which is fine. And obviously, at the end, I will ram myself against an enemy tank, see if I can get a bit extra damage. But at this point, there's no point in taking ourselves out of the game when it is so close. So we're just scooting around, just keeping these teams spotted. Unfortunately, we do get ourselves in the quagmire here. And yeah, we do not want to get hit. Don't want to get stuck into the marsh because we're just going to stop. Luckily, these enemies are not very good at shooting, and we get more assisted. We've got over 1,000 assisted. That is pretty damn good in a tier 3 game. As you can see, our tank is less than 400 hit points, so that's basically well over 2 tanks. We get tracked there. Let me just reverse back. We're thinking about actually ramming this guy so we could kill him. So this is kind of like the objective here, but unfortunately fortunately he does get taken out. It would have been nice to get a kill, because we've actually, even though we've fired a lot of shots and got a decent amount of damage, we've not actually got any kills in this game, which is quite unfortunate. Anyway, if you did like this video, guys, give it a like and subscribe, because I'm bringing you more replays in the future. Again, we're kind of coming into ram, but this guy did the ramming instead for some reason, and we're getting hit. And again, causing a distraction. We have basically no harm to this guy, but he's hitting us rather than our team. There's just one enemy tank left. So you've got about 2,000 combined there, guys, in a tier 3. That is pretty damn good. I'd be happy with that result in a tier 5, let alone a tier 3. So yeah, we're just going to let this video run its course, and I will catch you in the next video, guys. Bye bye.